Another Nightfall hero, and he just poisons. Just watch the whole video and you'll see. Yo, what's going on here? Welcome back to a brand new video. Yeah, part 5. Let's go. It is the good old Scarecrow Nightfall faction. We're almost halfway done with the Nightfall faction as well, so let's jump straight into the Scarecrow. His name is... Where's he at?
I have no brain, and you will soon lose yours.
Klass, Fear Raven. He's a Nightfall, of course, and also he is a hunter. Okay. And this is what the background's supposed to look like. Okay. So that being said, first things first, let's jump straight into his skill / basic / passive skill, Frenzied Raven. Klass deals 200% of attack as damage to enemies in the front row and inflicts poison. Enemies affected by poison receive 80% of attack as damage for 3 turns. Okay, level 2, increased damage 250% of attack and poison damage to 120% of attack. And level 3, which matters, increased damage to 300% of attack and poison damage to 150% of attack. Okay, so it sounds like attack. Here we go. Terror Aura. When an enemy takes an action, has a 50% chance that the attacker will be poisoned for 3 turns. Bro, what? Are you serious? So you're telling me if the enemy takes action, they can get poisoned by this dude. Let's say the whole enemy team goes first. They can still get poisoned. That's insane. Okay. For 3 turns, poison enemies take 60% of attack as damage per turn. Level 2, 80% attack, and level 3, increase poison damage to 100% of attack. So if you get his attack up to like 500,000, man, it can be pretty lethal, hands down, if you decide to create a team that goes longer into the game instead of like round 1, 2, 3. If you go 4, 5, 6, 7, oof, man, he's gonna nickel and dime people. Level 4, increase poison damage to 120% of attack. Unlock condition 3, red legendary relics. Okay, moving on to his core skill, we have his Abyssal Whale. Klass basic attack deals 160% of attack as damage to all enemies in the front row. When attacking target affected by poison, they deal 100% attack as bonus damage and heal Klass for 60% of attack. Okay, so it just sounds like anyone who he attacks that's poisoned, he'll do more damage and he'll receive some health, which it seems like almost the whole enemy team is going to be poisoned based on what he does. Like, I guarantee by round 3 everyone's poisoned, you know. Okay, level 2, increased damage to 200% of attack, poison damage to 120%, poison damage to 120% of attack, and healing to 80%. Level 3, increased damage to 280% of attack, poison damage to 150% attack, and healing to 100% of attack. So imagine you poison the whole team and you have 500,000 attack, and that's 500,000 times 6, 3 million. So he'll gain 3 million HP. Not bad, hands down. Okay. Level 4, basic attacks have a 50% chance to inflict poison. I think they're already poisoned. They can't get more poisoned. Jeez Louise. Increased bonus damage to poison target to 180%. And recovery to 120% of attack. Unlock condition 9 legendary relics. Here we go. Okay, moving on to his final, Fear Harvest. When Klass attacks a poison enemy, reduce their damage by 3% of attack and received healing by 8% for 3 turns, stacking up to 3 times. Okay, and we'll do the math on level 3. Level 2, reduce the enemy's attack by 4% and received healing by 12%. Level 3, reduces the enemy's attack by 5% and received healing by 16%. Okay, so it's able to stack up for 3 times, which means he'll reduce the enemy by 15% and receive healing by 48% after it maxes out at 3 times. Not too bad, hands down. Okay, moving on to good old awakening skill. It says charge. Temporarily increase crit by 10% and crit damage by 15% from the second turn, lasting 3 turns. I think that's absolutely pointless for him. He's more of an attack, and focusing on his crits, focusing on his gear skill, we have level 1 Bloodthirsty Sickle. Basic attack deals 50% of attack as bonus damage to poison target. Like I said, poison, 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 attack, attack, attack. Level 10, 100% of attack has bonus. Level 20, 150% of attack is bonus. And level 30, increase the healing of Abyssal Whale to 100%. Not bad at all. Now, when it comes to ruins, I'm 100% you have to go with attack. It's just as simple as that. You can rock out Judgment. I guarantee Judgment. And then secondly, I have two perspectives. You can do Apocalypse. If you got the shiny rainbow ones, those are the best. Okay. And my second perspective would be Judgment, Annihilation, and then I'm kind of feeling either Sin, which is armor penetration, or I would rock out Maniac. Yeah, I would have one of the third set be Maniac to get us crit higher. Maybe you can hit a critical strike, a critical hit, you know. Now, if the enemy is just full of armor, then I would go with armor penetration, which is Sin. Okay, so first things first is attack, and then yeah. Wait, moving on to good old armor. Now, what I recommend, of course, attack, 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 with an emphasis on crits. Yes, like I said, when the enemy attacks, they have a 50% chance of being poisoned without him even doing anything. So I wouldn't focus on speed with him. I would focus on attack and then crit, okay, as a secondary. You could sneak in skill damage or critical damage, but I would recommend crit or attack. Okay, moving on to good old talents. Of course, attack, attack, attack. First things first, Persistent Strike or Shadow Assault. When it comes to Mythic, I would choose Fatal Blow or Giant Killer, depending on who the enemy is. And you could argue weak point if there's a lot of armor on the enemy team as well. Okay, moving on to Transcendent Talents. Y'all already know Wrathful Curse or Violent Recovery. Yes, since he has a healing property in his skill set, heck, if your crit is above 50%, then you'll have a chance to double your healing, and that just might be the difference between an extra attack or him going to the graveyard. Just that simple. Okay, now moving on to Eternal Talents. You could argue, honestly, I think Soul Gaze would be money. You could say Rapid Circulation, but you know, there's a 3-turn cooldown. You could argue both of these. You could even argue Violent Smash, hands down. However, I would probably choose Soul Gaze simply because he's the type of hero you want to prolong in the game. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rounds. I would not build him. I would not put him on a team where you just win in 2 rounds. He's just absolutely pointless. This guy's built for long term. Okay. So moving on. Are we missing anything? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I don't think so, baby. Okay. Now, when it comes to the tutorial, what do they recommend? Ooh, just kidding. I know we forgot. We forgot the alt effects. Okay. When it comes to the Esper badge, no clue. You could argue Lava Emlet, which is absolutely garbage. Honestly, I'm kind of feeling Shiny Emlet. You get that attack up every single round on level 25. That'd probably be like a backup. Yeah, I would choose Shiny Amulet or Lava Amulet with the emphasis on Shiny Amulet. Like they're really, I wouldn't put Icy on him. Just like you could argue Icy, but like I said, if you're a free-to-play player, Icy's already beyond Alvera's. I just don't see a situation where you're like, you know what? I don't need Alvera's this game. I need Fear Raven. No, no. Okay. Moving on to Holy Praise. 100% recommend good old Sacred Splendor. But like I said, Sacred Splendor's going to be on somebody else. Yuck, you know. And I'm gonna go with a safe answer, Eternal Cloak, because I think that's my least favorite one and least used one when it comes to my main teams. And moving on to Abyss items, just no, stop it. Stop. We're at the tutorial. Sacred Splendor, I completely understand. Like I said, if it's not being used, slap it on him if you build a team around him. And then when it comes to Devil's Bone Spike, I agree, but like I said before, again, just there's so many better heroes. He's not bad, but there's just so many other good heroes to choose from, you know, especially the max talent stuff. So talents, they recommend Precision Strike. I gotcha. Giant Killer, understandable. Wrathful Curse and Soul Gaze. Boom, hey, spot on. Let's go. Too easy. Okay. And recommend Ruins. They have good old Apocalypse and Judgment. I agree 100%. And my final thoughts when it comes to Klass, he's not that bad of a hero, but there's just so many other heroes that are way better than him. So I would put him in the category of just unlocking him slowly, but I wouldn't go out of my way at all to unlock him. Like I said, he's going to be one of those heroes where you just happen to pull 18 pieces of him from the summoning hall, and that's it. I wouldn't spend any tokens on him. I wouldn't, just trust me. Yeah. So with that being said, y'all, hopefully y'all enjoyed the tutorial video, due diligence on Klass, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Greatness manifest.